Hi everybody, it's Marabelle Blue. Welcome to KEM Top Talk on Madhouse TV. Of course I was looking at myself. I love myself. Here we are, another Saturday night. We have a fantastic show for you, but first we have to do my little intro. We're going to do a little bit of shout outs. I'm going to talk a little bit about The Bachelorette. And of course, I'm going to talk about Tom and Katie. That's something I must talk about. Okay, well, before I do my shout outs, let's talk about Tom and Katie. Let's just get that out of the way. Of course, I have my little cards here for notes. Now, I was talking with Nelson from WTF TV, who we work in collaboration together. We're planning on renting a booth at Exotica. So if you're interested in us, if you'd like to sponsor us, you should contact me, marabelleblue@kinkymagazine.com. With that being said, Tom and Katie are getting a divorce. Now, I say Nelson because I was on the phone with him when I just happened to pull up my AOL screen and da-da, there it was, and I busted out laughing. He wanted to know what I was laughing at, and it was this. I laughed because it was so expected that this was going to happen. Now, of course, there's all the speculation with Scientology and Tom Cruise and the craziness and the whole couch thing, et cetera, et cetera. Look, the fact of the matter is that when you get married to somebody, usually that's kind of one of the things that's important, I guess, for anybody, for any normal person. For me, I like to go out with a Jewish guy, and I'm sure that he wouldn't mind going out with a Puerto Rican woman like myself. Needless to say, if you're with somebody who's in a said religion or it's set and there's no breaking away from it, why are you gonna bother going out with them if you're planning on converting to that faith? That's the bottom line. So while I have compassion for Katie Holmes and the whole Scientology scary thing and this guy Miscavige punching people in the face and smacking them around, etc., etc., she knew what she was getting into. So the only thing I could say is that I hope that she gets what it is that she's looking for, and if it is to have full custody of her child and crazy Tom Cruise is not rolling around on couches, complaining about that, hopefully she'll be able to gain custody of her child. And again, it all goes back to this whole religion thing. I'm going to do a religion show very, very soon, or like religious beliefs or whatever. The fact of the matter is that, certain religions, for me, I feel like start off a certain way, and then somebody comes in and kind of distorts the whole thing. Scientology is not a religion, people. It was a freaking science fiction book. Hello? Wake the fuck up. And all of a sudden it becomes a religion? I don't understand. Good luck to you, Katie. I hope you get everything that you're looking for, and be more concerned about getting your daughter than about any money, because I'm sure you have money of your own, right? Okay. What else? Yeah, I wrote all this stuff about, ladies, religion, how is it important, for you looking for the right man. If you have any concerns, call me. Call the studio right now. The number's on your screen. If you have issues about that, if religious beliefs is important in your relationship, give me a call. Speak your mind. That's what this show is about, right? Okay, The Bachelorette, hometown dates. I'm addicted to this damn show. Okay, now I have to admit that I didn't watch the whole show in its entirety. I did catch a little bit of the hometown dates. I was busy doing something. I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was something important. I got to see a little bit of Ari's date. I saw the whole racetrack thing, and he's so hot. And, Chris and then Sean, the last date, where he played that joke on her that he was still living with his parents, and then he took her to his room, and it was a complete mess. Now, I bought it for like a minute. Thankfully, he doesn't keep his bedroom that way. It would have been mighty frightening to know that a grown man leaves a room messy like that with food all over the place. I mean, it's like, look, I am not the most organized person, but like all of my messes are in little organized piles. So at least I have that part of me together. Needless to say, as the media predicted, Chris was the one that was going home. Now, of course he was crying and he was upset. I really felt for him. It was like, I'm not too crazy about him, but I really felt for him. I also noticed that he really has these anger and control issues. The man is 25 years old. If he thinks in his right mind that he was ready to settle down with a woman who has a daughter who's still all over the place, little girl, mommy, I want, I can't see a man, you know, having some kind of exerting his own control, his anger or emotion or whatever it is that he has with this child. So, Chris, if I were you and you were standing here in front of me, I would say, take a look at that anger. And I'm not even like playing when I'm saying this, because yeah, I can get angry too, and I've been there, you know. But it's not a good thing when there is a child involved. It's kind of frightening. But, you know, we all know at the end she's going to be with Ari. I mean, when a woman is really into a man, and this is just me from what I've seen, there's a look about her that changes. Her eyes are like all over the place. She's all glowy, and she's like, Ari, ah, you know, she's like, now I understand that this coming week, you know, with the 3 guys, there's usually that private room time thing, whatever, where they say they don't have sex, but I'm sure somebody's having sex somewhere, they're just not saying. She said that she's not giving it to someone, and it's probably Sean, because he's such a freaking goody two-shoes. I mean, the guy smiles all the time. I would be concerned about that too. Well, you know, I think if it comes down to the final 2, it's going to be Ari and Sean. And, you know, Sean is going to be left out in the lurch. Now, of course, I'm going to feel stupid if she ends up picking Sean. Hopefully she doesn't. But I have a very strong feeling, and I have from the beginning, she was going to pick Ari. Oh, I couldn't remember the other guy, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, I think that you know, my friend was telling me that his hometown date, his family is a ranch. His parents weren't there because they were at a charity event. Okay, you know, I think the hometown dates, if one or both parents can be there, I think that's important, you know, for some kind of figure of where this person came from, be there. But unfortunately, they were not. So that's my peanut gallery Marabelle Blue comments on The Bachelorette. And now for my shout outs before we go on to a commercial break. I have to say that I'm building up a little kinky family Twitter family, you know, little shout out thing. But in the interest of people that did mention the talk show, say no to dicks. These are women who are lesbians and they don't like dicks, and that's their preference. More power to them. Cocklick Pops, who's going to be here the 21st. Dietrich Davis, at Neon Spit, who is also known as Anus, who shows up on the WTF TV show every now and then. Tamiko Wakashi, who was embarrassed by, I forget his name. Anyway, you have to watch the show on WTF TV. She was on there. Camel, Hameha, Hose. Oh my God. You know, he kept following me, and then he was begging for me to follow, and then I wasn't, and then today I just ended up doing it. I'm sorry I screwed up your name. And then Cherry Lips XOXO. Wait, there's more. There is Planet Law, who said that I have, he hashtag like super sexy smile or something like that. Thank you. You gotta come on the show. Dirk Hooper, who is a BDSM fetish writer, definitely coming on the show very soon. And I want to say happy birthday to Mrs. Zagesh via Midwestern Media 12. Happy birthday to you. I don't know when is your birthday, but he told me to wish you a happy birthday, give you a shout out. I hope you have a beautiful birthday. And I want to say shop at the Kinky Magazine store. In celebration of 50 Shades, I'm calling my coupon code KINKEWAYS. That's KINKEWAYS. Use that when you purchase something $50 or more, and you will get $10 off. Okay, so I've done enough talking. Now we are going to have very sexy women from Velvet Mag coming up. We have, I almost said a name that's not going to be here. We are going to have Tamara and Justine. Yes, I got it right. We're going to have these very sexy ladies come in after the break. They are going to tell you what they do and the naughty escapades that they get involved in. So you be back. Here's my whip. Remember, if you sign up to Kinky Magazine /subscribe, well, if you subscribe to kinkymagazine.com, you get a free mini whip. So we'll be back. I laugh because there's always stuff like going on, like while we're doing a commercial. You have no idea what we're doing in here. Wouldn't you like to know? But you're not going to. You know, I forgot. You know, I was talking about like my kinky Twitter family, and I forgot to mention them. So I need to mention them before I bring up my guest. Mama K Bear, That Guy ATL, My Slave Owned by M Blue, Sean Alman, and KNA _the_use_NYD. And of course, Nelson WTF TV. Have to give him props and shout out. So today we have the lovely ladies from Velvet Mag Radio.
Velvet Radio.
Velvet Radio. To my left is Justine, and then to her left is Tamara. Hi. Such sexy ladies. I love having sexy ladies on my show. Now tell me a little bit about your radio show. Tell our audience your radio show, yes, what you do there. When is your radio show, and what happens at these shows?
The real question is, what don't we do? Velvet Radio, it's this new thing we're trying, and I gotta say it's been one of the most interesting experiences I've ever had.
Yeah. Definitely.
We're both pretty mainstream girls. I'm a stand-up comedian. Tamara here's an actress.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like thrust into this world of, okay, now talk like adults.
Which is also not too unfamiliar to us, because we've got some pretty crazy experiences between the two of us.
Well, now, let me ask you something. Your first guest, because I have a little bit of info here. You talk about your classic porn publication. You have a featured podcast interview with porn stars, mainstream entertainers. They're
not too tame.
It's almost
They're
like
actually not that
entertainers.
It's a new word, people. Uncensored topics. And your first guest was Brie Olson.
Oh.
Tell me about her, because she's so hot and so cute at the same time.
She was so nice, so down to earth, and yeah, she was just amazing just to interview. I don't want to, initially I thought, oh my God, Brie Olson, the whole Charlie Sheen thing, and I was a little nervous about interviewing her because, I didn't know how, which way it was going to go, but she was just so nice and, yeah, very sweet.
She's just sweet as pie. I totally get why men drool over her all the time. She's actually trying to be just a regular mainstream actress now, and she's got her call-in verified call thing and everything, and she was really great to have on the show as our first guest. And it's definitely something to have said about our show when we can have guests like Brie Olson on, and we have Jessie Jane on another one that's coming up, so you gotta listen to that one. And it's just, we had Robin Bird.
Yeah, Robin Bird was she had a crazy ass talk show.
Yeah, she still does. She's still in Manhattan. Wow. She still has her show. She has guests on like Arsenio Hall and stuff. There's something to be said about us. Our little show that could.
Right.
And we're starting out, and
Exactly.
Velvet Radio is becoming. We got so much positive feedback and so many views. We're on 7 different websites right now. You can catch us on mainstream podcasts. And it's really excited about it. Really fucking blowing up here.
That's great. It's always good when you feel like you're doing something positive for the community.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, do you believe still in this day and age that the adult community still gets a bad rap, within mainstream society?
Yeah, I think definitely. The funny thing is everyone watches porn.
Yes.
But no one talks about it. So it's nice that, you know, a show like ours, we can have the fun, kind of make light of the situation, and you know, also have nice interviews with people and show the human side of the porn stars, because you know, their lives aren't just about, you know, porn. They regular people too. So it's nice that we can explore both sides of that.
Right. Do you think that people just forget that these people are not like fucking all day long, and they just you know, that they meet them and they just expect to like land in bed with them because, you know, they do it in front of a camera?
Look, this is a $1 billion industry. You know, it's like, fuck you, pay me. You know, and they're not. There are people out there who choose to be chefs. There are people out there who choose to be whatever you choose to do in your life. And if fucking is what you like to do and you're gonna make $1 off of it, fucking do it. But no, these women aren't exactly. They're not your typical everyday sluts like everyone thinks they are, and they're not gonna go out just because they're eating at your restaurant doesn't mean they're gonna fuck you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Well, they might. Who knows? I can't speak for them.
Swing rose chariot. It's like, you know, look, I'm not a porn star. Tomorrow's not a porn star, and we're really open-minded to this, and we're happy to accept it. And we want to let everybody out there know that it's not taboo anymore. Everyone's fucking doing it. You know?
Right.
I mean, get the fuck over it.
And like I said on the show the other time, a lot of times you can learn stuff from watching porn.
Right.
I mean,
exactly. Exactly. That's a very good point.
I've had a few boyfriends I wish would watch.
I mean, because there are so many women with these hang-ups about porn, and it's, oh, he watches porn, I gotta get him to stop doing that. And it's like, but why?
It's an insecurity. Plain and simple. And you know, this is coming from somebody, I used to be this way. And I got really angry at a boyfriend once I found out he was watching porn. And I said, you know what, I'm not good enough for you. And then I realized I was just being insecure, and that was my own fault, and I need to broaden my horizons. And what's the big freaking deal?
I mean, I'm sorry, Justine, but sometimes people do have like porn addictions which ruin relationships. I mean, we're not going, but if we talk about just regular porn watching, you know, there's a place and a time for that.
Right, exactly.
At work is not a good place or
time. And believe me, people do it at work sometimes thinking that they're not going to get caught, and they end up getting caught, but that's because they end up getting caught with a real life person and not
I thought they get caught because they're sitting there with their pants down at their desk.
Oops, my dick got caught in the desk drawer.
I can tell you stories, believe me. I worked for several different places, corporate places, where, you know, people have gotten caught on tables, under desk, and I've never got
worked
caught.
at that place.
I never got caught.
Listen, people, that's why you need a key to the copy room, people. God.
Now, tell me about your own personal experiences. Like, how did you just happen to fall into this type of networking?
Fall into it? I kind of dove in head first, if you know what I mean.
Well, you know, from my own personal point of view, I've always talked about sex all the time, everywhere I go and to whomever. And when the show came about and they were looking for hosts, and I read the ad and I'm like, you know what, this describes me to the T. I talk about it all the time anyway, so I might as well go on radio and talk about it. So it was kind of like a natural transition for me, and everyone, you know, friends and family that I've told them about the show, they're just, oh yeah, I can see you, you know, that is like so you. So for me it was a very easy transition.
Did you ever have any experiences in a workplace where you would talk about certain things and people would look at you like, you know, what the fuck is wrong with this
I'm
woman?
lucky to work at a place where we talk about sex all the time. And a lot of customers come in just to talk to me. And I work a regular job. It's not like I'm in the porn industry.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just very open about it.
I mean, I saw this ad and this guy was like, come meet me, and I did. It was on Craigslist, and you know, that's me. No, I'm a stand-up comedian, and you know, I sent in a reel of my stuff, and I'm pretty fucking funny, so who could resist? But we met up and we got along really great, and I saw his vision, and you know, this is not something I'm ashamed to talk about. I do talk about it at work, and I get in trouble. You know, I've been the target a lot of times of like people disliking me without knowing me because they overhear a conversation. They say, how can Justine just talk about sex all the time? How can she be so outward and everything? Fuck you, you're thinking about it.
Right.
You know, please get over it.
Exactly.
And now I got a radio show and you don't.
Well, you know, I think it's disturbing still into, you know, this day and age. Last week, I had a guest on. She's a life coach. Her name is Coach Crystal. and we were talking about that very thing, about the workplace and how women just set their sights on you without even knowing who you are, where you're from, where you've been. They've never walked in your shoes. They're just looking at you as you are right now. And not realizing that, you know, you have probably went through some real shit, right, just to be the woman that you are today. How do you deal with people like that?
I say it's a hater's job to hate. Let them do their fucking job, okay? Listen, if you hate me, then you're talking about me. And good.
And
good
any
that you're talking
publicity
about
is
me.
good publicity.
You know, it's
I
like,
agree.
It's like, here's the thing. I try to live my life as a good person. I know that I'm good from the inside out, or at least I try to be every day. And I don't impose my negativity on anybody else. And if you choose to spew your negativity out into the world, that's your problem. That's, you know, what you think or say about me does not affect me in any way, shape, or form. It is my actions that affect me. So that's how I feel about it.
I feel, you know, in life, everyone, you're gonna have the people who like you and the people that don't like you. I have enough. I'm blessed that I have enough people in my life who like me. So if you don't like me, that's your problem.
Right.
I'll just stick with the people that like me.
Right. But the thing is that my own personal experience has shown me that it takes a lot for you to just come to that realization that no one is gonna like you for who you are.
Right.
So, you know, a lot of these women, you know, do you think that they're always going to be like that forever?
Yes. I
It probably comes
do.
back to the insecurity thing.
Yeah, because
I have to agree
so
with you.
Yeah, so close-minded. And you know, if you continue to feel that way and you continue to be the kind of person that's going to judge other people and just hold all this resentment, you're not living your life to the fullest. And that's, I feel so sad for you if you cannot live your life to the fullest.
I was just
take one
gonna
off the
say
butt
that.
once, you know, feel what it's like. You haven't walked a day in my shoes. You don't know. So that's, I mean, listen, do you.
I was just going to say, you know, it's also like, for me, I personally feel sad for those people because a lot of times when you're hating on other people, it's because you're unhappy with your own life.
Right.
And you should feel, you know, you should feel bad that these people are living a sad life.
You know, I'm lucky enough that my mother, she's my best friend in the whole wide, and we talk like we're sisters and best friends. And she calls me every day, this bitch at work. This bitch at work. I had a sweater on and she liked it, and she told me she liked it, and won't you know the next week she came in wearing the same sweater. And this bitch said I wear heels too much, and I'm like, you know what, Mom? That's just telling you that you're beautiful, and people are looking at you, and people are talking about you. So I say to the women out there, if people are hating on you and talking about you and saying things about you, good, then you're doing something right.
But I still find that that's such a creepy aspect.
It's so awful.
I mean, it's like, I used to work next to this crazy ass girl. She's crazy. So anytime I have a job,
You know
watching
who you
this show, just so you know, the bitch is crazy. And I will stand by that until the day that I die. You a crazy bitch.
And you're even going to put it on your tombstone.
You a crazy bitch. It's like the ghetto just came out.
Oh, why you cray cray?
I forgot what I was gonna say. Other than that, that she's a
crazy bitch.
Yeah, yeah, that was the thing. She would imitate things that I would say. She couldn't do any of my hairstyles because I found out that she had like this toupee and
Don't be a hater, just
That's great. That's good stuff. Look, it's like when we talked about the porn stars. How many women out there hate porn stars? Purely hate them for no reason. You don't know these women, and they purely hate them. Listen, and these women are laughing their asses off to the bank, taking care of their children. They have husbands. They have normal lives. You know.
You know, the other night I was looking at a video of what is that girl from Long Island? What weren't they calling it? The Long Island Lolita, the one that shot that poor woman in the head. It's like I'm drawing a blank.
I don't even.
What's her
What a
name?
few goes.
Yes, well, Amy Fisher.
Oh, okay.
Would you ever have her on the show and
we got a phone call?
Are we?
And then they hung up. Oh.
Hello, this is KEM Talk Talk.
Did I hang up? If I hung up on you, I'm so sorry. I don't even know how to use a computer. Please call back.
Call back, whoever you were.
I was told to hit the speaker button.
It's her fault. Wait, is there like a thing that says on?
I don't. Oh yeah, it says on really big on it too. Did I just get whipped? Hello. Call back.
Call back.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, just call us. What
Call
are you talking
Justine.
about? Yeah.
Oh no, we're not gonna have Amy Fisher on.
Okay.
Just press the red one. Yeah. You're on.
Hello, this is KM Top Talk with Marabelle Blue. Who's calling?
Okay, I do not like to be hung up on.
Sorry, it's her fault.
And I would also like to ask Justine a question.
Yes.
Justine, are you trying to wear a shirt as a dress again?
Hi, Mom.
Oh my God.
Hi, honey.
Bye, Mom.
You were not playing.
I told you.
Just called.
I told you. She's pinging me on BBM right now. Ping, ping, ping. No.
Thank goodness my mom is halfway across the world.
We got caller ID on this bitch? I can't even.
Oh my goodness. Mom is watching. Going back to Amy Fisher, do you think that she would have dwelled in any other career after being, convicted of shooting somebody in the head? Was that her only option, in other words?
Justine,
Okay. I don't watch a whole ton of news because I find it so fucking depressing.
Mm-hmm.
I do try to stay up and everything like that. I don't think you can justify really shooting someone in the head. My personal opinion on this is there's other places to shoot a motherfucker, yo. You gotta shoot somebody in the head. That's cold.
Wow. Okay. Next time, don't shoot them in the head. The Achilles.
Shoot them somewhere where they survive and suffer.
Near the heart.
So with that in mind,
what if they live and then they're a vegetable their whole life? That would suck.
Wow, this is KM Top Talk. This is what it's about. We'll be back. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with Justine and Tamara. And in a little bit, we're going to bring somebody else because she is going to do a spanking demo. And guess who? On who? Yep, me with my real. Oh, hi, we're back.
And then what you do is
Scratching my nose. Yeah, we're back. Anyway, okay, we're here with Justine and Tamara, and they are from Velvet Radio. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
I always screw everything. And we're going to talk more about their radio show and the games that go on, everything that goes on. Fetishes, lay it all out on the table, just like these toys. And these lotions.
I hope you didn't take inventory because you might be missing a few when I leave. Well, no, Velvet Radio, I mean, we're strictly there to entertain and inform. We're not there to pass judgment or anything like that. We play these awesome game shows. Like we recently played a really great game show called Guess What's in My Vagina. Not my vagina. Not my vagina.
Although Justine did some guessing. Yeah, she was one of the contestants.
Blind guessing, Mom.
Wait, but how is that a guessing game? Like, guess what's in it?
Okay, so a guest came on and she had to put a object inside her vagina, and then we had Justine and who? I'm drawing a blank. Who helped you? Robin Bird. Yeah, Robin Bird. And the two of them were playing the guessing game, and they had to, and it was basically like, is it plastic? And then she would answer yes or no, and then basically process of elimination. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Tamara had some really great ideas for that segment too. While we were writing up the storyboard for the segment, she asked if we could put a stop sign.
Yeah, make it interesting. Make it interesting.
How is somebody going to fit a stop sign in there?
Well, I didn't know. Maybe she had a big vagina.
Tomorrow. No,
I thought we'd keep it interesting.
That would be an intense game.
on the next show,
Hopefully somebody will guess rather quickly.
on the next show, the one that we have Jessie Jane on, we played Are You Smarter Than a Straight Guy Who Likes to Get Anally Penetrated? Yeah.
which was interesting too.
So tell me what happened on that show.
You'll have to
Wait.
listen.
Who is smarter than a straight guy who likes to be?
Anally penetrated.
Apparently everyone. Apparently everyone's smarter than him.
Whoops. Did I say that out loud?
No, I mean it's just a great show where we have fun. Like, you don't have to be in the industry to listen to it or to, you know. I mean, like I said, we're not in the industry, and we have so much fun doing it. We also have professionals on the show. We have like pro doms and stuff that go on and help us out and do demonstrations and talk to us and educate. And I mean, it's a lot of kinky fucking fun. So.
And the thing is, I mean, especially for people who, I mean, I know a lot of people who don't necessarily want to go to one of the websites to check it out. Like Justine said, it's on 7 different websites. But we're also putting it, we do have a YouTube channel. So if you don't want to necessarily go to a porn site to watch it, and don't want to do it at work where you can get caught and all of that, and then just go to the YouTube channel and listen to it there.
Right. You don't have to
Now,
watch it at work.
do you normally go to like any type of fetish events? Have you been to any fetish events in New York? I was going a long time ago for obvious reasons. But.
We actually talked about it on the way up here. I was saying to Justine, I saw an ad on Craigslist for one of these foot fetish parties, and they pay you like, I don't know, $500 or whatever, and you just have guys like massage your feet or whatever. I'm like, I'm so interested in that, because I dated a guy for about 3 months who had a foot fetish, so I'm not that I'm into it, but I'm kind of familiar with it.
So I advise Tamara against it. First of all, if you're advertising on Craigslist,
Right.
it's, you know, it's probably not where you wanna go. I told her not to do it based on her personal experience. So when I first moved to New York, you know, I was a little hard up for cash, and I saw this ad on Craigslist. Sorry, Mom, because I'm kind of gullible. And
Mom is watching.
She's gonna call again.
I saw this ad on Craigslist, and it said, you know, do you want to do you know, a foot fetish party, send in a picture of yourself. It pays $600, and men just massage your feet. They're not even allowed to show you their penis or anything like that.
Right.
Which is why I want to go. I want to see the penis.
And I highly advise against it for girls who are watching and thinking, I want to make a quick buck or whatever, and this is safe and harmless. You know, it was safe and harmless, but these men, I mean, they pay you like $20 for 15 minutes to do just disgusting things to your poor baby feet. I mean, it's like just the most disgusting, bottom of the barrel, just you fucking freaks out there who just want to like, I mean, they want to lick every crevice. Oh,
that's your mom.
Does anyone else have this number?
Hello, this is KEM Top Talk.
What? Hell no.
Send me more money.
Justine, I have to hear about this on a show?
Oh my God.
I sent you that letter about it. Did it get lost? Did it get lost in the mail?
Don't retract disconnect button, woman. I'm watching you.
I'm sorry, Mom. Send me more money, and then I don't have to do these things. It was just my feet.
And it was only one time.
Oh no. Listen. Wait.
What?
Wait. Before you disconnect me, I want you to snag me one of those mini whips.
You have to sign up for the site first.
Take this for your mom.
She's getting mad at me. She's gonna tell me not to. Where do you think I get it from, Mom? Get the fuck out of here.
We'll give you some lotions.
Where does she think I get it from? Come, I am my mother's daughter. Oh my God. Yeah, but I mean, you just want to make sure you're going to, I mean, there's so many fetish parties out there for different kind of fetishes and different kinds of things. And listen, they're not all bad. And fetishes, I mean, it's
Except
a
for a foot fetish, is the bottom of
Well, I miss you into that.
it's a beautiful,
Mom.
it's a beautiful, trust me, that was my mom. That had a mom undertone to the ring. If it wasn't my mom, I'm sorry, you can call back.
Okay, wait. Before you finish.
Yeah.
We're going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have Elena here. And we're going to talk with her a little bit. And then we're going to do an OTK. Do you want to know what that means? Stay tuned. to KEM Top Talk on Madhouse TV.
Get up and get groovy.
Kid, what's up with you? Let's get up and play. Do something. Stop slumping like a lump all day. Get on up, come on. Get out the door. Let's shake that booty like never before. Let's run, have fun. Let's jump and groove. Get up and get that body up. Make it move.
Get up, and be a player. Get up, get up.
Woo. Let's run, have fun. Get up and be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day.
Ouch! Sorry. For cool playtime ideas, go online. Just don't stay long.
Hey, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Dunkin'.
Definitely Dunkin'.
You know, I need to get that jolt in the morning, but I want something good to do that.
I love the aroma, I love the taste.
You can't mistake the flavor.
I run on Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin' Coffee.
Yo, Vinay! You want to check out the... Dude, are you watching When Harry Met Sally?
What? No. There's probably a game on.
Probably.
When you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody,
you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible!
This doesn't leave the room.
Definitely not.
For a great movie night, make it pop.
And we're back, and we have somebody on the phone, so we're going to get to her first before we get to Elena. Hi, caller.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Lauren.
Hey, Lauren, how are you?
Great, I'm great.
What's your question?
Calling because I was listening to this thing about foot fetishes, and I just don't see the problem. Why you can't have people massage their feet for $20. I mean, my feet are beautiful, so I would definitely get more than 20 if that's a scheme. But I think it's a great thing.
Well, and being the foot fetish model that I am, yes, I agree. I enjoy my feet being massaged, and everybody's going to have a different opinion about foot fetishes. People don't like it for whatever reason that is, but I'm sure that they have another fetish that they like that adheres to their needs. So I'm on your side.
Now, would you do any different fetishes? Like, would you do one where, I don't know, you had someone had to watch you sit there and smoke? Or would you do one if they had, a fingernail fetish? I don't know what that would be like, but...
Does anybody here have a fingernail fetish?
I don't know, I just have a money fetish. So.
It goes hand in hand with smoking. They like to see your red nails or,
What's the weirdest fetish? Lauren, what's your fetish?
Oh,
She has plenty.
I'm not that weird. Well, no, I like fighting. I like when people fight. It's weird. I know.
Wrestling or actual fighting?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
As long as it leaves a bruise.
Right. Is it like the body contact? Is it like that closeness and,
Yeah, I think so. And then there's this aggression.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling, Laura.
Okay,
Definitely call next week.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was an interesting caller.
I don't know. She sounded a little crazy.
Well, Lauren, if you want to fight, call me. We can fight.
Ooh, and then we can put it here.
They should have that girl Lauren on the show to fight in her bare feet while she smokes.
She should smoke with the feet. Smoke with her feet.
There's a fetish for that?
Oh, wow.
Smoking with your feet?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of girls can do it. Pick your foot.
Oh, you don't have the cigarette between your toes and let them smoke it. Because that's a foot fetish.
I'm sure
smoking.
that's a fetish too. But yeah, I've seen girls who do that. You put it in your foot and you bring it up to your mouth.
If it's out there's an app for that.
Everybody, Elena is here with us. She is a dominatrix, and she can tell us more about her. What is your specialty? And hopefully it's not putting a cigarette to your foot and trying to smoke it, but rather giving it to somebody else to do it.
Yeah. Well, I've never done any smoking with my feet, but I know other people do it. I tend to specialize. I'm more of a disciplinarian, behavior modification specialist, is what I consider myself. I like to do sort of the role play with the OTK, which is over the knee spankings, and where I'm modifying your behavior. You misbehaved, I'm going to discipline you for it. We're going to make you a better person by teaching you not to do that. And also, I like really intense like boot camp scenarios where I'm going to break you down and rebuild you. It's like I will tear you down and just build you right back up the way I like it.
Now look at how innocent you look. Like nobody would ever know if you were like dressed up in like full garb.
What's funny is this is actually rather risque for my normal wardrobe. I in the winter and like spring and fall generally it's all cardigans, buns, glasses. And then in the summer it's floor length dresses. So no one ever guesses. They all go, you?
Well, that's the whole thing about, I think, the dominatrix business or woman who is dominant. Like, she doesn't have to walk down the street clad in, like, leather or latex to...
I don't know, I've definitely dommed in my leggings.
That, you know, she's a dominatrix.
I have dommed in a cardigan, I've dommed in my leggings, you know. I don't need the clothes, I just like wearing them.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, I had Justin from Affliction Films here, and he's a strong believer, and I always ask everybody this about the submission side. Like, you know, you have to learn how to be submissive first before you go into being dominant. Is that true for you?
I actually, for me, no. When I first became a dom, my first real really just diving in it because it was something I'd always had an interest in, and you know, one of those things that after you start learning, you're like, hey, I've been doing that for years. You know, I didn't know there was a name for it. What's the term? Oh, that's the thing I do every day. And I get paid for it. So now I get paid for it. But when I first started, someone pulled that trick on me when I started a house. It was like, you have to learn how to sub first, and brought me in on a session with her, and somebody started to spank me, and I'm the worst sub in the world because she was doing the whole damsel in distress, and she was like, oh no, I can't. And like the guy hit me once, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? Get your hands like no. And it was, went terribly wrong. Like I got like totally annoyed in like 2 minutes. Like, you just get out of here. Like, we don't need you. You know. I was like, that was not fun. Like, not for me. Just learned very quickly. But when I was working at the house, I did pull that trick many times on you girls as well. So I found that really entertaining.
Now, how do you intertwine with Velvet Radio? Are you also on with them weekly?
Well, I just I was on their second episode, and I was the one who's smarter than a straight guy who likes being. Oh. I was a contestant, and it was a lot of fun. So they just can't get rid of me now.
We love her. We love Elena.
And she's so pretty. I mean, come on.
Yes, she is. Put the camera on her again.
We need a webcast radio show.
Well, we're going to end the show in 10 minutes, so I'm sure that everybody wants to see the spanking. Are we going to move to another place, or are we going to stay? Because she wanted to do OTK, and it's kind of hard to do that with arms.
Yeah, you kind of need the straight back chair. But
so,
if you just want to bend over and grab on, you know,
I could do that too. Are you guys ready? Here I go again. I'm gonna move over here. I hope you guys are watching. Look at my booty with my red undies.
Oh, perfect. You came prepared.
Ready? I'm ready.
Sure. Bend over.
Is that in order?
Yes,
I'm scared.
I'll go easy. So we'll start off warming you up.
I can't believe I'm doing this again.
It sounds like a slow clap.
Yeah. You start off slow and then you build up. A little quicker.
Now show everybody like the open hand, because you know people always get this wrong. For me, it's the simplest thing in the world. There was a guy I was dating; he couldn't even get it right. He kept doing it up here, and I was like, "Okay, stop."
Yeah,
don't
hit
my kid.
You don't want to get up here. You want to get the meaty parts. You want to get it here.
Right.
Well, that's
here.
all over for me.
We really don't want to be playing kidneyshot.com, you know, like, around the hips, you know, wrapping around, that's not fun for anyone. So yeah, you want to get right on the meat here. And you always remember when someone's bent over, the meat kind of drops when they're standing up, you'd hit a little higher here. So you always want to get in the soft part. It's going to give you a little bounce. It's actually going to feel a lot better for your hand too.
Did you get that, Mom?
I have to say, watching this, I kind of want to spank her too.
Yeah, well, also, you one tip to remember for your hand and for them is never do it with a straight palm. Always cup a little bit because that's going to give you a nice, it's going to be nice. Makes a nice noise. It cups their ass, you know.
And not only that too, it's not hurting you as much.
Yeah,
which is the whole point. And that's
rookie
why people
mistake is
do it.
just to like wail with your hand out like this, and you're just gonna hurt all.
It's like a belly flop.
of this.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like a belly flop.
A head belly flop.
Yeah, you wanna work with work with physics, and just give her a few, you know, get her warmed up. Wait until the ass is pink before you start hitting harder, unless you really don't like someone.
Is it like tenderizing the meat? You wait till it's pink?
Yeah, you wait until it's nice and pink, and then you just...
Is it turning pink yet?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've got red underwear, so everything looks pale.
Uh-oh. We're not telling you what's coming.
I already saw it.
I give her a choice of this or a hairbrush.
A hairbrush?
See, now it's getting you a little red. Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of wooden hairbrushes. I always have one.
What does that
How many
feel
have you
like?
broken?
Okay, try it because I've never
actually
had
in
that.
the other room. Do you mind if I go get it?
Oh.
I think someone's going to get it for me.
Yay. Well, then keep doing this for now.
Yeah. It's like going nice and easy. It's like a little massage.
Y'all didn't know I like to be spanked.
I didn't know that.
Can this leave like bruises?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Did you see what Justin did to me a couple of weeks ago? He like left a handprint overnight. And it was so funny because on Instagram, I took a picture of myself in the bathroom. It's probably one of the hardest things to take, a picture of my ass, but trying to make it look like I was bending over and like setting up the camera. And then I put it up and people are like, oh my God. They're like, Marabelle.
Now, do you brush your hair with this when you're done?
I do. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm always prepared. I put hair out of my ass. I need the industrial strength brush.
Yeah. Do you ever brush their hair to make them feel comfortable?
Wait, she's brushing her hair. It's like, would you hurry up?
I gotta look cute while I do this.
Oh, that sounds like it hurts.
That does hurt.
Well, she said she liked it.
Oh, it's turning really red now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. That got a nice reaction.
Can everyone out there hear
Almost
hear
as
like
red
the
as your
slapping?
pants.
Oh wait, you gotta put the air back on. Now it's starting to get hot in here.
It's because your blood's flowing. Yeah.
Wow. This is such a great feeling. For anybody that loves to be spanked, this really is a good feeling.
So a hairbrush over whip? Over paddle?
Yeah, the
What would you call
hairbrush
that?
you feel it more.
This is like a slapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
prefer
feel
the
it
hairbrush?
because you know what? The hairbrush, you feel it more because it's something that's much more
Doesn't have
as much give.
Right, exactly.
So it's not gonna
exactly.
bounce
It's
off
much
her as
more.
much.
Did everybody like that? Oh, Marabelle Blue got a spanking.
So now Marabelle Blue's got a red ass.
Yes, I do.
Marabelle.
And you know what? We'll Instagram that later, and I'm gonna have one of these girls take a picture of my ass because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna be able to do that again like I did in my bathroom. That was like really intense. I was like bending over and trying to take a picture right. I was trying to take the picture of my ass like somebody else was taking the picture.
I'm sure you could have found somebody to take a picture of your
I
ass.
live by myself. So.
Knock on a neighbor's door.
Excuse me. My neighbor probably would have done it.
And while you're at it, can you open this pickle jar? I'm having such an issue.
I just realized something. I told my neighbor to watch the show. Probably like this.
So this is what you were knocking on my door
It's like
for?
my neighbor. Okay, we have to wrap up the show. There are a lot of goodies here on the table that you can find on kinkymagazine.com. Little wet stuff, little chastity belt, little fetish things, and little lotion stuff and shackles. So if you want to purchase any of this stuff, go to kinkymagazine.com. I want to thank everybody here from Velvet Radio. I want to thank Elena for the spanking. And I'm going to let her spank me some more so that, and you're not going to get to see it, so I can do a really nice Instagram pic for all of my fans. So
thank
you, Justine.
Thank you so much for having
Tamar.
us.
Thank you, Elena.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that they're going to be coming back very, very soon.
Yes, please.
Yes.
We had so much
I
fun.
might
Thank
have
you.
Justine as a co-host. This is KM Top Talk. I'm Marabelle Blue on Madhouse TV. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Peace.